Team Jackson, what's happening? So earlier I was doing a Don't Forget Your Crown Q&A session, which by the way, that book, my best-selling book ever, is 50% off for the next 24 hours. If you haven't gotten it yet, I'll put the link down in the caption so you can get yours. But a woman asked me, is there anything those of us who are 40 and 50 and up need to do differently on the dating scene? Or is there anything different about dating us at all? And the answer is yes and yes. There are some things you need to do differently, and I believe there's something different about dating one of y'all. I'll get into that in just a minute because I think y'all are actually the most lit group on the dating scene. But first, let's talk about how to protect yourself, because there are guys who will say something like that when really they're vultures, they're predators, they're looking to prey on you, some kind of vulnerability or what have you. So first thing you got to understand, for those of y'all who like to date a little bit younger guys, I'm all for the cougar movement, but you want to make sure you're not a fetish. If you're looking for something serious, you're looking for more than just fun, you want to make sure you're not coming across a guy who's going to just have fun with you and then use the number one cop out. Oh, I want kids, I want a family. Now, of course, in your 40s, you can still have babies and whatnot. But what I'm referring to is a dude, like a young guy, 22, 23 years old, grew up, fantasizing about his teachers, about his babysitters, about older women. Now he's of age, he's about to have some fun. And then whenever he gets with a woman who's 50 years old, he has his fun and then all of a sudden realizes he wants to have 4 or 5 more children over the next 10 years. So he can't be with her because no woman is going to come between the guy and his family goals. So how do you protect yourself? By identifying whether or not he's aware of what he wants, and then just seeing how serious he is about that. So if a guy is very passionate about kids, he's going to want to have kids, multiple kids. Now, if he's already had a couple of kids, he may be cool with just one more or no more. Or if he's adamant about not having kids ever, that may be a cool route to go. But other than that, you want to be careful about being somebody's fun time whenever you're looking for somebody for a lifetime. Second thing you need to look out for are guys, honestly, your age, who have no interest in settling down because they put no value in settling down. At 45, 55 years old, a lot of guys, honestly, they kind of start falling off. So what they look at is, I can't get any girl that I want. Let me lock in some convenience while I continue to play the field as I can and keep having my fun. And what they believe they can leverage is a woman's desperation. As they get up on in age, a lot of women are starting to get a little bit more pressed for companionship. They believe they can kind of leverage that to, give her a hint at having companionship for the rest of her life. So what you want to look for is a guy who has at least had some type of serious relationship. If you're talking about a guy who's 40 plus years old, I'm telling you right now, ain't no man who's 40 plus years old that actually values long-term relationships, love on any level, commitment on any level, who's never come across a bomb-ass woman who gave him the belief that, I could actually settle down. I could be with this woman for the rest of my life. Not in today's world. There ain't not one man alive who can't say, I've never come across a dope-ass chick that I had a great vibe with, that I honestly believed we could take it there. So if a guy is 45, 55 years old and he's only had, 2-month, 3-month relationships, just girlfriends here and there, or he just been kind of having his fun, he ain't just now deciding to hang up his jersey. He gonna keep on his jersey while he's playing around with you and got you in the kitchen slaving over the hot stove and everything else that he wants out of you. I'm just being straight up. Now, lastly, a matter of fact, Tyler Perry just dropped a movie about this. But as a 40-something, 50-something-year-old woman, it's going to be perceived that you kind of got a lot to offer financially, or at least in your credit. Now, ain't nothing wrong with you joining forces with another guy who got his shit together and y'all make something happen. But what you need to watch out for is that guy who's all ambitious and he has all of the know-how and the skills and the network. He just needs a woman who believes in him enough to start investing. Be careful. Be careful. They'll run your credit score all the way into the ground. They'll run your bank account dry. I ain't saying just scamming, but honestly, it is a level of scamming because they're leveraging your emotions and your desire for companionship in order to get your money and put you in a bad spot financially. Now, with that being said, I'll make this one really quick. This is why I believe 40 and 50-year-olds are the dopest generation. At least today's 40 and 50-year-olds. I can't speak for everybody else. But y'all are probably the first group of women, especially mature women, that have the wisdom and the cooking skills and the natural maternal instincts of the previous generation while not even looking like the generation that you're in. Maybe because you ain't been in no relationship that's beat you down, over the years, y'all are able to go and pursue your own dreams and all of that instead of basically being so subservient. You don't even look like most women I've seen 40 and 50 years old, they could pass for 10 years younger or even more. But add that to the fact Y'all got this sex drive 2-3 times the generation that it came after you. And I ain't trying to offend no 21, 22, 23-year-olds. You know, I guess about 30, women start kind of getting that glow of the next generation. But 40 and 50-year-old women got a sex drive out of this world. So for all of those reasons and many more, of course, man, you got to understand, regardless of what society says, if you in your 40s and your 50s, you something special. And when you something special, you don't let just anybody play with that. You don't let nobody play with it. But those are just my thoughts. Y'all let me know what you think in the comments. And again, don't forget your crown is 50% off today or for the next 24 hours. Down in the caption, get the link. I'll holler at y'all later. Peace.